mini bosses. You already know, boss junkies. It's your girl, the network junkie, which is going to always keep you updated to the latest what's happening. Come on in and check out today's pod talk. We are talking about digital marketing while branding yourself. So make sure you get in your book, get in your messages, share, invite, tag, and let everybody know that the Network Junkie is live yet again with some jewels, with some blues clues. Yes. Before I go any further, let's go ahead and give a shout out to our amazing sponsor. Got to give a shout out to the Network Group, which is our business hub of media junkies that I love so much that shower us with all types of information, with resources, with amazing businesses that are up and coming and growing, and also just some tidbits about what's happening around the world today. So, shout out to the network group, shout out to the business hub of wonderful vendors that is steady showing out and showing up. Yes, so make sure that you go over to our QVC Business Hub shopping experience to take a look at what we have new in store. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Again, you're now tuned into Networking After Dark with your amazing host, the Network Junkie, which is going to always keep you updated to the latest what's happening. And today's topic is we're going to be talking about digital marketing and how to brand yourself in the midst of marketing digitally. Yeah, so I'm going to be sharing with you different ways to be able to do so. I'm just going to drop a couple tidbits. Again, for more information, you got to stay connected because we do have a course designed especially for those that take this information and apply it to their brand and is interested in learning more. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. I am now located in my home office. So yes, I decided to go and do audio today. So y'all know I've been testing 1 2 3 1 2 3, and as I've been rebranding and reinventing myself and my brand, I have went organically and tried a few different things and different techniques to try to be able to show up a little more professional for you guys and ladies as well. So, how did I do that? The beginning of 2022, I've just started doing all types of test runs. When I say test runs, I created content organically. I created content without putting hashtags. I created content without sharing a call of action. I done it with call of action. I added content. So I tried it different avenues of marketing my actual post, my actual brand, my actual logo, my actual product and services. So I've done this organically for like the last 7, 8 months now. So guess what, guys? I was able to tap into the algorithm and figure out, how to organically gain following. Yes. I started off with as low as maybe like 15 to 20 within a day to 50 to 60 within a day to 100 to 200 within a day. I haven't really tapped, like a few times I hit a little over 200 in a day. So I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I've noticed when I actually changed a few of my approaches, how that number increased or either decreased. I also tapped into the algorithm to find out how to gain viewers. I didn't know how important it was to not just get likes and follows, but to also have shares, to have individuals repost, which is also a share, to have comments as we are live. Like to have someone comment on your page while you're live and constantly showing up, the algorithm is going to see, oh, these individuals is really appreciating this content. Let me give them more of this content creator, and let me share within this media of matrix, let me share this message with more, because obviously these individuals is appreciating the content that is being shared, which is also causing individuals to stay on our platform longer. So that's what we want. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to push, 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 push this brand, this topic, this podcast, this content to levels, for more individuals to view. So again, I'm going to be sharing just different digital marketing techniques that you can apply today in order to brand yourself more professionally and show up before your audience and give them something to enjoy. Again, the whole purpose of you being online when it comes to marketing your brand is to reach the masses, to reach as many as you can. So I'm going to be sharing with you within this podcast ways that you can be able to do so. Don't forget to like the subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell, because you never know when we're going to be live dropping some more jewels. Again, shout out to our amazing sponsors. The network group keeps showing out. What your network do? Oh, we support in real life. Shout out to Cleaning to the T, always making sure we clean to the T. Yes, for any of your COVID cleaning, definitely tap in, tap in. Go over to her Facebook or either Instagram. That's Cleaning to the T. And that's THA and the letter T. So make sure you go tap in today. Also, got to give a shout out to Wick and Whack Wellness Candles, that's always having us well and kind as we come before you today with this. What is this? Berry Blast. I think I'm listening. I'm smelling the Berry Blast lemongrass today. So shout out to Wick and Whack Wellness Candles for setting the atmosphere. You ladies rock. Again, that is our youth vendors. You can go check them out on IG. That's Wick, the letter N, Whack Wellness Candles. Yes, yes, yes. Also, shout out to the network junkie, your host, which is always out here guerrilla marketing, making sure that we get the message to the masses as well. Shout out to me, tap, 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 tap in. Shout out to Third Design Nonprofit, which is our charity arm. So when we're looking to donate food, clothing, school supplies, toys, books, we funnel that through our charity, which is Third Design Nonprofit. Boom, 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 boom. Also, shout out to the Queen's Treasure Jewels. Yes, the Queen's Treasure Jewels is donating to our nonprofit, No Backpack Left Behind. So we are sponsoring that event as well, along with the Pull Up, which is the Game Changers. Yes, yes, yes. That is located in Florida as well. Shout out to you guys. We look forward to building a promising and a long lasting relationship with you and your brands as well. And who else? Who else? Shout out to you. Shout out to my bosses. I mean, come on. My boss Junkie's always showing up and showing out. Shout out to Poppy upstairs in the background talking a little sad. Hey, hey, hey. I'm live. Yeah, shout out to Poppy, which is my toy poodle. And then we also have American Pit Bull. That's Dex. Shout out to Dex as well. Let me see. Let me see. Other than that, I think that is the sponsors for our current show. Again, we will not be before you without our amazing sponsor. That's what pays the bills and keep the lights on. You feel me? So again, let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. Shout out to the listeners and continue to share the message. Again, digital marketing. Where do we want to start? So the first thing that I suggest that you do when it comes to marketing your brand and doing it digitally, what you want to do is seek after a media influencer or yourself become that influencer. How do you become an influencer? You ask? Easy. You just start the conversation within your network, and you continue to build off of that passionate conversation and watch individuals start to find themselves coming to you for advice, coming to you for validation, coming to you for information, coming to you just to see if they are on the right track. Again, becoming an influence in a person's life is making an imprint. So, how are you making an imprint when it comes to representing your brand, when it comes to your network? That's how you can determine how and what areas you need to better yourself in to be able to bring your best foot forward as you represent your brand. Okay? So, say for instance, you don't feel like you can do that much. You don't feel like you are a people person, or, the type of individual that can chat it up for more than 5 minutes, to be able to hold someone's attention for that long, because a media influencer can hold a person attention for longer than, I forgot the number. Ooh, I want to say for at least longer than 15 minutes. Um I believe that's what it was. Don't quote me exactly. Don't shoot the messenger. I've also took some courses up to learn how to become more of an influencer before you as well. So y'all watching me dream out loud while living the dream. So as I'm going through these courses, as I'm taking and watching these seminars and giving a couple dollars, because again, remember I shared with you earlier this year, you cannot hold yourself from reaching your greater self by trying to do all of the work yourself. It's impossible to do everything yourself. Sometimes you're going to have to outsource some work. I have someone that maintains my email, not my email, my website, also a few of my web pages. Yes, I do have individuals that's assisting me with my web pages. So sometimes you're speaking to me, and then other times you're speaking to one of my assistants. And again, I had to learn how to use my moderators to be able to, again, reach more individuals. That's the whole goal of us being here, correct? So, again, you have to invest into either becoming a media influencer or in tapping into that market, or reaching out to someone that's already influencer. And how does that look? Okay, so what you want to do is look and see what you're doing in your craft, in your brand. What are you doing? And find someone that you feel like that can represent your brand the same way that they're showing up for others. Okay, and when you do that, a cool thing that you can do is ask for their media kit. Now, a media kit is somewhat like a influencer resume, should I say? So, what's going to be a part of that media kit is going to be things like their rates. It's going to also be different jobs that they have and brands that they have worked with in the past. Also, it's going to show you their demographics. So you'll be able to see, okay, well, these are the type of people that hit this page. These are the type of individuals that are constantly supporting this page. So are them the same individuals that I want to support my brand, that I want to be able to offer my brand to or my services to? So again, these are different ways that you can learn how to find out who will be the best, because you're not just looking for a good influencer, you're looking for the best. So what is going to be the best for you and your brand when it comes to digital marketing and holding an influencer accountable for your brand? And when I say that, does that, you can never pass your baby, your brand, off to someone and expect them to take care of it the way that you would take care of it and nurture it. That's the number one rule that you need to make sure that you, I'm talking about, engrave into your spirit, into your heart, because no one's gonna ever love your brand more than what you do. No one's gonna ever take care of your brand the way that you're gonna take care of your brand. So in knowing that, make sure that you show up for your brand as well. Because again, your workers, your followers is going to be a reflection, of you. So how are you taking care of your brand? How are you representing your brand? Always remember that you're your first biggest big billboard. You are your first billboard when it comes to your brand. So again, make sure that you're showing up the way that you would like for individuals to see you. Okay? So, again, influencing marketing. And to know more about how to become an influencer or how to utilize media marketing when it comes to being an influencer and seeking after the best one for your brand, make sure that you be looking out for our 10-day course that we'll putting together really soon. And also, should I say, you can download one of our books for a small cost, and I will be sharing that at a later date. So again, just stay connected. Make sure you hit that notification bell, because I'm telling you, we dropping some jewels, and we want to make sure that you can represent your brand digitally as well as in person. And we will be sharing more about how that guerrilla marketing look as well. But we're going to be going right into number 2. So I'm going to be dropping 3 different tidbits for you. So number 1 is influencing marker, becoming a influencer or either hiring someone that is an influencer to represent your brand. Number 2, you have to build your brand voice. So even before going after or becoming the spokesperson for your brand, you want to make sure that you got some noise going. You have a voice. You know exactly what your hashtags is going to be. You know exactly what your niche is. You know exactly your 30-second pitch by heart. You know exactly how to get someone to draw someone in just off of speaking to them within them 30 seconds. These are different techniques that's going to allow you to build that brand voice. Okay? So that brand voice is gonna, I'm telling you, that ROI is gonna be so much more valuable when you learn how to speak your brand. Not just live your brand, not just show up as your brand, but also to speak brand language. So if you are unfamiliar with what brand language is, definitely stay connected, because I'll be sharing with you as well on how to learn how to represent your brand voice and how that looks when it shows up in your business. So that's number 2, brand voice. Make sure that you are human, because so many people turns into the robots, and I have caught myself doing it plenty times. Like, share, follow, like, share, follow, like, share, like, find, share, follow, blah, 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 blah. You're like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't even repeat that anymore without me having a tongue twister. I felt so crazy, just constantly repeating yourself. But when you understand and overstand why you are repeating yourself, it comes off a little more human. It comes off a little more, genuine, versus you're just reading off of a script, or you're just hollering it because you know that that's what everybody else is saying. So again, become your brand voice. Become that brand voice. Trust you will feel so much better investing in your brand when you understand what that brand voice looks like. So stay connected to learn more about brand voice and what that looks like and how that can benefit you and your brand digitally in this media matrix. Number 3, learn, learn how to create organic content. I cannot stress that. Oh my gosh. And if you don't know what organic content is, stay connected, because I'll be sharing. But just so you can go and start to look it up, so you can know the language when you do come back to take our course, go ahead and look up organic content. Just look it up. How do I create organic content on Instagram? How do I create organic content for YouTube? How do so that's literally all you are doing. First off, learn the language. Once you learn the language, become that brand voice. And when you become that brand voice, the content would just fall right on your page instantly, because again, you believe in your brand, you become your brand, you are one with your brand. So it's easy to be able to come off very natural and human like when you are having these conversations within your network. And when I say having these, you have to build that content relationship with your audience. That engagement is so important. So again, that organic feedback that's going to come back is going to come off so much more genuine when you take the time to learn your brand voice, when you take the time to do your homework and find out what organically, how organically to represent yourself as well when it comes to the content, because that's different from the verbal and visibility, excuse me, tongue twist, is so much different than actually seeing black and white. So again, I just wanted to come on and share with you different ways that you can digitally market your brand right from the fingertips of your fingers in the privacy of your own home within less than an hour. And I say an hour because, again, you want to make sure that you don't cut out your research. You want to research before you do anything. You will appreciate your content later. Again, let's be colorful, guys. Get very creative, get colorful. Do not be afraid to show up transparency and in your unapologetic ways of starting your brand. Okay, and I say that because you're going to make some organic mistakes. But remember, mistakes is nothing but lessons learned. Okay, so make sure that you learn your lessons behind the different colors that you may want to erase later on, but you really can't erase them because they there. The best thing you can do is just amplify them. You can brighten them up. You can cover up, sometimes you can draw over them. So sometimes you got to go back to the drawing table. You know, you just got to reinvent yourself. So as I'm reinventing the Network Junkie, again, I never thought that the Network Junkie was going to be a whole brand. I just wanted to make sure that I wanted to represent my friends and my families and those that I believed in when it came to their business and their brand. I wanted to just share their experience within my network because I have a great network. I love my network. My network is of plentiful, of very wise and generous individuals. So I wanted to share down my timeline what others had going on, and in the process, I created a whole brand. I created a whole market. I created a whole business hub, and I'm honored. And yes, I can say that I had to pat myself on the back because I have so many books of knowledge that I have created for you off of trial and error, off of testing one, two, three, off of sitting in the pandemic and not knowing what else to do. So I would like to share a lot of my learnings and a lot of my trials and tribulations and my testimonies with you. So y'all make sure y'all stay connected because I'm going to be sharing the latest what's happening. Yes, we have a book dropping very soon, so be looking out for that. We got our amazing hashtag statement tees. We're taking pre-orders. We had a soft launch this past last weekend. That was amazing. Downtown Detroit at Hart Plaza. We had our soft launch. Shout out to all of those that participating in making this a dream come true for the network. We also had the youth to tap in and help bring this fruition, to fruition. So it's been an amazing journey. I look forward to bringing forth some more hashtag t-shirts. So be looking out for that soon. Make sure you go over right now, no, right now, and go order your pre-order hashtag t-shirt. You would not be disappointed. Again, just drop your size and I'll be sharing with you how you can get your second one for free. So go over to www.da.network, network group GROUPLLC.com. Go check out our pre-orders, or you can go over to Instagram as well at da.network junkie official. So we branding, y'all. We rebranding, reinventing ourselves. We are not afraid of change. We embrace the change because as you change, you level up. So make sure in the midst of your digital marketing that you take these 3 tips and apply it. And come back and let us know if any of them tips actually helped you out. And if so, make sure you stay connected because we got much more where that come from. Again, it's your girl, the Network Junkie, which is going to always keep you updated to the latest what's happening. And what's happening right now is we're just dropping a couple blues clues on how to show up in this media of matrix. Again, I'll check you out later. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated when we are live again. And don't forget to go follow us on all social media networks. We Googleable, y'all. I'm Googleable in this month. And you can just look up the Network Junkie. Da.Network Junkie. Junkie. Solely because I get high off of this. Remember, we're not just going to go for the good. We're not just going to go for the okay. We're going to go for the best. Your brand matters. You matters. Stay connected. Peace.